Manchester United won, Chelsea won. I've fallen asleep in the Uber on the way home because that performance was draining, tiring, disgusting, pathetic, poor, disappointing, disgracia. Any word you want to use it. Because I've not come away from that match with any more respect for Manchester United than I did before kickoff. Now, yeah, people will come and say, you overdone it. But what did you see in that match to make you think that we shouldn't have been able to win that game? Manchester United weren't special. They just played with the heart and the fight that we were warned about. But what did we do? Nothing. We didn't show an ounce of technical ability. We didn't show an ounce of quality. We didn't show an ounce even of effort at times to go and win that game. We created one big chance in that whole 90 minutes. Shocking performance. There's only a handful of players that actually played well. I'm tired of seeing Gusto playing in Reece James's position when he's getting into the final third, when he's meant to be progressing play down that right-hand side, he's not doing so. Shocking from him in that first half. Should have been hooked, was hooked. But the whole performance was just dead. Just dead. I'm going to have to apply some serious levels of moisture onto my face. Pause. Because I'm drained. I don't have anything left. My face is cracking. I can feel, you know when you can feel your face, just the energy's just not there. In my whole body, just gone. We could have played for another half an hour, we would not have won that game. We got a point out of that game because we were thankful and lucky that Caicedo was able to come up with a 1 in 1,000 strike from distance on the half volley. Otherwise, we lose that game. Imagine, you lose that game at Old Trafford. Shocking performance. We talk about the quality of these players and they can't turn up and show it against an average Manchester United team that don't have much to show for themselves. Garnacho, nothing player really on that wide position today. Didn't have any sort of decision making. Didn't have any sort of skill, any sort of decorum in the final third. Messy forward. But look at us. Madueke. Palmer, Jackson, quiet as a mouse, these three. Quiet as a mouse, especially Jackson and Madueke. Palmer was poor, nowhere near his level, but Jackson didn't even hear from him in this match. Completely closed out of the game. And then Madueke 1v1, meant to be slicing and dicing, meant to be attacking, meant to be causing problems against Mazzawari, was unable to do so. Unable to do so. Neto's the only attacker in this game today that showed something, that was able to go at his man. Did he get a little bit more of the ball than Madueke in the first half? Yes, but even still, when Madueke came off, Neto's the first person to actually get past Mazzawari in the second half because Madueke couldn't do it once. The midfield, did you control the game? No, not really. Not really. You evaded the press a few times, but didn't really control the game to my liking in that first half. Caicedo gets a screamer. Fantastic for him. Fantastic for us to get something out of that game, I guess. But what was that? Not good enough. Now, is it going to change the overriding, arching feeling that I have for top four? Not really. Because I still think, we are literally fourth. We've just moved above Arsenal. But that performance is so dead. So dead. We were muzzled in that match. Absolutely muzzled. Silenced. Shut down. Just honestly a bore fest. Absolute bore fest. And to think we're meant to be one of the most exciting teams. So we're not meant to be getting down in the dumps in the mud with Manchester United and flinging shit at one another. They can do that. But we're meant to be exerting ourselves at some point in that game. We're meant to be showcasing our quality, our technical ability, because that's what this team is. It's meant to be technical. So where was the technical ability? Because we know it ain't got physical attributes. We know we ain't scoring off set pieces, even though we hit the post. Two of our players getting in each other's way. We know we ain't doing any of that. Substitutes. You come on. Nothing. Really. I mean, I never wanted Gusto to play right back and Reece James left back. You guys saw the preview. Thank goodness he made that change for Cucurella to come on. But unfortunately, we never really kicked on in the second half. If anything, we went backwards, which is incredible how we managed to do that. Didn't bring on Felix. Didn't bring on Nkuku. Hundreds of millions of attacking quality on that bench. Mudryk coming on and couldn't affect the game, couldn't change the game, couldn't win us the game. Elite. We'll see if we actually start to make strides after this season to where we need to be, which is contending for titles. Once we get step one complete, which is to get in the top four, and damn well better win that Conference League for the B team to massage their egos. But once we actually get that step one sorted, God forbid you're not going to see some of these players when we're challenging for titles, or they're going to be shown up, or they're going to have to drastically improve, because this bench that is meant to be supplementing our A team when we're not playing at it, when we're not playing well, we're not engaging, when we're not attacking the way we need to. We're meant to be bringing on people off the bench to affect the game. Manchester United had nothing on their bench apart from Xerxes. Dalot come on, but you're looking at the rest of their bench and it's youngsters, it's kids. We're meant to be bringing on players that are going to take the game to another level against tired legs, affect the game. Either the manager doesn't trust those players on that bench, or they're not really as good as we thought they were. Either or, not good news. Not good news. I keep saying it. You don't get to twiddle your thumbs against plumbers and electricians in the Conference League, hundreds of millions of worth valuation of squad, and then in the Premier League you can do nothing, sweet fuck all, and think you can get away with it. As the season progresses, I expect those players on the bench to be able to come on and affect the game and contribute at the very least. I'm not going to, thankfully, I don't have to take that nasty, dirty, disgraceful performance and carry it into the next game and the game after that and the game after that. Because I know this team is capable of scoring goals. I know this team is capable of playing better football. I'm disappointed that Cole Palmer has gone into another Big Six away game this season and not shown himself. Not shown himself. Not showing the level that we see on a weekly basis against Liverpool and now against Manchester United. But that won't last. He will be back. However, it needs to be against Arsenal at home because people are having annoying conversations about our team again. But it's fine. But we need to do better. Because I don't come away from this game thinking, oh, well, Manchester United away, our record. Fuck that. Fuck the record. Manchester United are still no good. They still didn't do anything special today. And we still managed to drop points against them. Why? Because we were worse. We managed to make ourselves worse. Not because they were anything special. Not because Bruno Fernandes was fantastic with his long-range passing. He had one flick round the corner. And apart from that, wayward passes. Garnacho, horrendous. But for every bad player that they have, we decided today we're going to just have a bad player too. In fact, I'd actually say we were worse. Because at least with them, there's no expectation. At least with them, there's no system. There's no tactics. There's no fully strength squad. We went out of the cup in midweek to play like that. Rested 11 players against Newcastle to play like that. Have a stacked bench worth hundreds of millions to play like that. I don't care if it's at Old Trafford. I really couldn't give two shiny shits that it's at Old Trafford. Because we didn't play to our level. If we had played to our level and created chances and been banging on the door, and then we were just unlucky, you could say this an Old Trafford curse. It's the record. Oh, we just can't seem to do it at this stadium. We didn't do that. We left everything out on the table. I wish we could play it again because that's how bad we were. I wish we could go and play that match again, and I'd hope to see something else. I don't think I could see much worse from us today than what I saw today. Shocking. So it's no good. Now, like I said, it's not going to be detriment to our overall season. We haven't really lost too much apart from our dignity and our pride, because I do not feel we should be dropping points to that club. And I maintain what I've said. I don't regret what I've said. All they've done is let me down, but they've let themselves down. And they've let their directors down. Simple. That's all they've done on that pitch today. They've let themselves down. I don't regret none on my chest. I don't regret nothing. Maybe I should have said 3-1 instead of 4. I don't rate that Manchester United team. I don't think that Man United fans rate their own team until that new manager gets a hold on it and tries to actually make something out of the mess of a recruitment that they've had. But This is why I don't go around screaming that our recruitment's elite as well, because we have still a lot to see from this lot. A lot to see. Lewis Hall this weekend, Callum Hudson-Odoi this weekend, Trevor Chalobah this weekend, Mark Gurhey this weekend. They're all capable of playing in the Conference League for very little money spent and doing the job that we've seen already. You don't prove shit to me in the Conference League. You prove it by doing it in this Premier League, in this Carabao Cup against Newcastle at St. James's Park. You have failed, horrendously failed this week. Next week, forget Noah's Ark, Arsenal. I need a response. I don't want to hear Maresca saying, we controlled the game. No, didn't control nothing. Man United, if they were better, they could have won that game. No doubt about it. If Garnacho had decision-making, if Hairline could weigh his passes properly in behind, if Bruno Fernandes didn't treat the football like some sort of grenade, they could have won that game. Thankfully, we got a point because, I don't need to go into it. They're not very good, are they? We played that bad and still got a point, thanks to Caicedo. Thanks to Neto's performance, his due diligence to keep going. Not good. So I'm not happy. I think it's a disgraceful performance. And yeah, we move on to the next, and I'll take whatever cooking's coming to me, but I don't regret a thing. I really do not regret a thing, people, because the only thing that's been proven wrong is us. We're not as good as we made out to be. So, unfortunately, yes, this is why I say we can't challenge for no title. This is why I won't entertain the conversation. Top 4 is the limit, and it's performances like this that prove why. But even me, who limits and caps us on top 4, I expect a better performance in this type of game against that level of opposition. Couldn't give it. Couldn't even bring that. The penalty's a penalty. I don't really care if it's a penalty or not. I couldn't care less. We didn't deserve to be level in the game at that point anyway. Didn't deserve it. So we move people. And I'll take my shit. Smash up the likes, guys. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in a bit, people. Peace.